Welcome into Saints Now. I am Will Scott here to break down the latest New Orleans Saints news and rumors. Soon we will be joined by producer Trace Girouard as well. Certainly a lot of interesting notes to discuss on today's show. And we begin with this. Adam Schefter tweeting this out earlier this morning. Texans are waiving running back Eno Benjamin per source. So Eno Benjamin, of course, was someone we've talked about as a Saints target before. Now he's out there and available once again. The Saints, the Seahawks, and the Chiefs tried to claim him the last time he was released. Running back depth, obviously a need on the Saints. I think a lot of us are wondering, could New Orleans try to get him again? I really like Benjamin. I think he has a lot of potential. He just needs to be in the right situation. Maybe that situation is in New Orleans. Before he was with the Texans, he was with the Cardinals. Taking a look now at the running back depth chart for the Saints, you obviously have Mark Ingram hurt, Alvin Kamara, Dwayne Washington are your other two guys when you're talking about your top three guys. Now, David Johnson was signed to the Saints active roster. He was previously on the practice squad. Now he is on the active roster. David Johnson, of course, played for the Cardinals as well. So did Eno Benjamin. Taking a look at his 2022 stats, he's averaged 4.1 yards per carry, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns this season with both the Cardinals and the Texans. I want to hear from y'all down in the comments section. Should the Saints sign Eno Benjamin? S for sign, P for pass. Down in the comments. Go down. Let me know what you think the Saints should do. I would say sign. I mean, you have nothing to lose at this point. You're 4-9, and you need some depth at running back. Now, of course, Cameron Jordan, we mentioned this as well, but Cameron Jordan is appealing the $50,000 fine for allegedly faking an injury against Tampa Bay. There were other members of the Saints fined as well. I believe $300,000 total dollars fined to the Saints organization. Before we get into more about that, be sure to go down and subscribe to the channel if you are a member of Who Dat Nation, because we'll be live for the Saints-Falcons game. Trace, I know you're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a blast. Y'all better subscribe. Join the watch party. It's going to be a great show. We had a lot of fun for the last game for the Bucs. Unfortunate win over the Saints for Monday Night Football, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
It was still a great watch party.
It was a great watch party. We lost the game, but we won the watch party for sure.
A lot of memes came out of that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But just to kind of set the scene right here real quick, we're going to get into why Cam Jordan is appealing the fine, and we have some quotes, and I just want to lay this out there. There's always been this narrative that the Saints have had the NFL always against them. And every year, it's like, no, you're not. You just whatever. It's this, it's that, it's whatever. But this right here proves it. Will, you got to read this quote for me, man.
All right, no, I will. I feel like my name's low-key been slandered. Like I haven't played with more or less. And even then, I went to the tent, got taped up, went back to the playing field, finished the game. In terms of how I play the game and how hard I play this game, I was like, yo, if this was a civil lawsuit, I'd countersue for triple the amount. The amount of work I've put in to be a part of the league, the amount of honor I take in playing this game, yeah, that's why I also laugh at this. You know my track record. You know I'll do everything I can to try to be on the field and try to be a part of this team. And, you know, we know how Cameron plays the game, and I just think this is a crazy situation.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's one of the most veteran and most experienced and most talented defensive ends in the NFL. Still, to this day, it's just an absolute joke that the NFL is tainting his credibility and like he said, they're going after his name. They're slandering his name. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Saints released a statement saying that they're denying the allegations. I actually have it pulled up right here. Defensive end Cam Jordan felt foot pain following a third down play and sought medical attention. He entered the blue medical tent and was examined by the medical staff, and following the examination, he was taped and able to finish the game. He had an MRI performed the following day. In New Orleans and was confirmed that he has suffered an acute midfoot sprain.
So there's proof of an injury here.
Exactly. So there's finding him saying that he faked an injury when he literally didn't. There's proof that he got hurt, and there's proof that he is hurt. Make it make sense. The NFL hates the Saints. They will do everything they can to make sure the Saints get no love, make sure they do not succeed. And I'm not going to sit here and say that that's the excuse why the team has been playing so poorly. But at the end of the day, this has been a joke. I mean, after the no call, after Mason Rudolph push-off, after this, it's like, oh my God, when does it end? When does it end? And at least NFL, Roger Goodell, I'm talking to you. Can you make it less obvious? Can you just try to make it a little less obvious? It's just an absolute joke, man.
I'm in disbelief.
F Roger Goodell, spam FR in the chat. Type it down like as many times as you can, because I'm so done with Roger Goodell. I'm so over his nonsense.
But how is Cameron Jordan going to get fined when there's proof of an injury? That's what I don't understand.
Make it make sense. That's why they're appealing it.
I don't
understand, man. I don't get it. It's like the NFL just has this vendetta against the Saints. I have no clue why. I really don't. F Roger Goodell. That's all I have to say. F that clown.
Just doesn't make any sense to me. But what does make sense is this great deal we're giving you here on Saints Now. You can get it through BetUS, chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125. Pick up a 125% deposit bonus. The Saints, this is not a typo. I looked at producer Trace. I'm like, you sure about this? A 4-point favorite against the Dirty Birds this weekend, and they're going to be rolling out a new starting quarterback, Desmond Ridder. That's going to be really interesting, so we'll have to see how he matches up against the Saints. But go bet on the game. Promo code chat125 at chatsports.com/bet. This is maybe the reason you clicked on the show, though, because could Tom Brady be coming to New Orleans? Fansided released an article saying that Tom Brady could join the Saints in 2023. Maybe a Sean Payton reunion is in the cards as well. Payton and Brady reportedly tried to join forces in Miami. That did not happen. Sean Payton still under contract with the Saints, and some of the teams that he was going to be interested in, the Cowboys, the Chargers, and the Dolphins, probably all going to be playoff teams, which means they're probably not going to have head coaching vacancies. And Tom Brady will be a free agent this offseason. Can't go anywhere he wants, and New Orleans is one of the teams that's in the market for a quarterback. And it is worth noting as well, they also share an agent, and Payton also appeared on the Tom Brady Let's Go podcast. A lot of interesting ties there. Here's what Jeff Duncan says. People close to Sean Payton thinks he's going to coach in 2023. I asked one of them to rank where he'd most likely coach. He listed the Saints, number one. Oh, I got goosebumps. Jeff Duncan, if Sean Payton is going to coach somewhere in 2023, it needs to be the Saints. Now, obviously, people are going to talk about, well, why would Sean Payton come back? He left because he was worried about the QB situation, the cap space. Saints do have about $60 million, or about $60 million over the cap. I don't know if this happens. I doubt this happens, but could you imagine how fun this would be? Tom Brady and Sean Payton in New Orleans. Trace, immediate reaction.
I don't like it because it just feels like it's teasing me. It just feels like it's a tease. And I have to say, our job is to report the news and rumors we see, and that's what we're doing. Personally, the Bucs team sucks. Brady still shows he has that magic. I don't like Tom Brady, but if Tom Brady were to wear black and gold and Sean Payton were to come back, sit here and lie to me and say you'd be mad.
It feels like you would need both things to happen, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't think Tom Brady's coming to New Orleans if Sean Payton's not the coach.
No.
And I don't think Sean Payton's coming back unless Tom Brady's the quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
Both things would need to happen.
And on top of that, you have a lot of cap space to clear up. You're about $60 million over, like you'd mentioned. So a lot of cap space needs to be freed up in the offseason. Thank God you have cap god Mickey who can figure it out. So if anybody can make it happen in terms of the money, I have some faith in the Saints, but I'm also like, let's not, dive into this and get too excited with it because I don't think there's much of a chance.
Right.
But like we've said a million times, you can never say never in this league.
Got that right, Trace. How likely is Sean Payton and Tom Brady to New Orleans? Scale it 1 to 100 down in the comments section. If you type anything more than 1, I'm going to take a line out of one of my favorite movies, Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance.